meteorologist Bruce Sussman.
Well, it is a little soggy out there right now, but the rain will actually be increasing as the night wears on. And temperatures, they are mild. I mean, it's downright balmy. We're pushing 50 degrees, and I really don't expect that to change much over the overnight hours. And tomorrow, it's going to be wet at times out the door, probably about 50 degrees as you step outside, which is amazing because the last few days, right, we barely got out of the 30s. Some days we were in the 20s for highs. So this is really going to feel balmy. And then finally, by 5 o'clock tomorrow night, we're back to 48 degrees. Let's take a live look outside right now. We'll be watching the main stem rivers as well as the small creeks as the rain continues. These rivers will come up to about bank full by the time we get to the weekend. So we'll see the highest river levels that we've seen all winter long as we get into this coming weekend. 49, the current temperature right now. Wow. And a southeast breeze at 10 miles an hour. Across the metro area, mainly upper 40s. Garden Home kind of a holdout at 45. 50s along the coast and even the gorge, which had freezing rain in some areas this morning. We've now finally warmed up safely above freezing, and you're going to stay there. Here comes tonight's rain, and we really are just getting started. There's really a pipeline of moisture out across the Pacific, and the incoming storms, well, they're pulling in tropical moisture from down near Hawaii. So that's why it's so mild and so wet at the same time. This is not coming out of the Gulf of Alaska. This is tropical moisture. It's going to ride the Pineapple Express to the northwest, and this is our weather trend for the week. So how does that play out tonight and tomorrow? Well, let's look at our rain forecast as we go into 4 o'clock this afternoon. Yes, we know that it's wet already. We look ahead to tonight. Moderate to heavy rain developing by the tail end of the evening commute. It looks like it's going to still be soggy at 9 o'clock tonight. By 11 o'clock, still raining most places around here. And finally, tomorrow morning, we're starting to get a break up north, but Central and Southern Valley, you may not get out from under the rain, and that is a concern for flood risk because the longer it rains, the higher that risk goes. Nothing definite yet, but we're really going to be tracking things. Lunchtime tomorrow, you know, rain's possible as you walk to get your sandwich, and tomorrow evening's commute also looks wet. So not a soaker tomorrow like it is tonight, but it is going to be still wet at times. We also have wind gusts to talk about tonight and early Wednesday. Coast gusts will be 65 to 75 miles an hour tonight. The wind warning starts in just about 90 minutes. It goes until 6 a.m. tomorrow. Now, if you're here in the I-5 corridor, our valley gusts will be 35 to 50 miles an hour. The wind advisory kicks in, and this is Eugene all the way up to Longview. This will be 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And it won't surprise me at all if we bring down at least a few trees and knock out some power late tonight. So make sure you have your batteries, right, for your flashlights, and that the kids haven't taken the flashlights somewhere else in the house. Happens at my house all the time. Central and eastern Oregon, 30 to 50 mile an hour gusts. Most places below the cutoff for a advisory, but still it's going to be windy and a whole lot milder because this is a south wind coming in. So our temperatures headed up into the 50s the next few days. It looks like Thursday evening will get windy and extra wet again. I mean, more than just wet at times, a real soaker comes in. And then as we make our way through the weekend, well, it looks fairly mild until we get to next week when we start to cool things off. Now, the snow level, this is President's Day weekend coming up. The snow level is going to be riding high over the next few days, as high as 7,000 feet. But by the time we get to Sunday, the snow level's down below the passes, and it stays there Monday as well. So if you're going skiing Sunday or Monday, I think you got a good chance of some fresh snow when you get there.
Or you get rained on if you go sooner.
Yeah, go this week and it's going to be wet. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Bruce. Hey,